Welcome and welcome back to my channel, Booms Beauty. My name is Julia. Welcome to another episode of Palette Mashup. In today's video, I'm going to be creating an eye look using cool tone palette, as in completely cool tones. I'm not going to mix it with any other palette, as in any other warm tone. Now, if you've been on this channel for a while, you know I've never done a completely cool tone look. I mean, I might use a shade here or there that is a cool tone with my look mixed with warm tones, but I've never used a completely cool tone palette. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video, using these three palettes. So the first palette is Freakin from Shroud Cosmetics. So this is a collaboration between Mattifying and Shroud Cosmetics. This is the inside of the palette. I'm also going to be using the Viseart Paris Etoile palette. Yeah, this is what it looks like. So completely all cool tones. And then finally, I'm going to be adding Playing in Makeup by Yolondo, the Unexpected palette. So this is one of the palettes in the Infinity series, which is completely neutral tone. So these are the palettes I'll be using in this look. Normally, I would have come to you with a completed eye look, but I want us to kind of find out together where this look is going to go to, because honestly, I'm not joking, I'm literally scared. And the reason why I don't use cool tones, completely cool tones, is that my skin tone is very warm, as in really warm, and I just think to use cool tones on my eye would just be, I don't know what it's going to look like. I still don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm going to give it a go today, and we are just going to do it together. I'm going to go prime my eyes and I'll be right back. Okay, eyes are primed. And with today's look, I'm going to be using some of this La Roque's brushes. So La Roque Pro, that's the name of the brand. So I'm going to be using some of the brushes. I got them during Black Friday. They were having this ridiculously nice sales. So I'm going to be testing them out. So these are the brushes, and I'm going to include the numbers and what they are meant to be doing in my description box. So look out for that. Okay, I haven't got any plans at the moment, but I know I want that periwinkle spooky in my front inner corner here, and I want the blue on this edge. These blues, if it's not dark enough, I will darken here, and I want that on the outer edge. So a mixture of periwinkle right here by the bridge of my nose and blue on the outer edge. That's as far as I know with this look. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, so starting with spooky, the periwinkle. I'm just hoping it's not too dark. So I'm putting that right in the front of my crease. I mean, it does look darker than I was expecting, but I'm gonna follow through and just see where this look takes me. Just building that up and taking it a little bit into my crease. I have a feeling it's not going to be very different to that blue, but I don't know what else I can do. And I'm stopping right here in the middle. Okay, right now going into that blue in the Viseart palette. I don't know if this brush is going to be the right one for it, but I'm going to try because it feels a bit soft. I'll try it anyway. So putting that in my outer corner. Okay, it's too soft. I'm going to go with a denser brush. Right, swapping to LP03, and this is what the brush looks like. So it's quite dense. I'm going to use that to stamp on the look because I want it to pack a punch. I haven't got the time to build it up, so literally stamping it on my outer corner. That's better. Okay, now going to the first brush I used. I'm now going to use that to lay down the shade over the initial layer I put on. So this is just going to give me like a diffused application. Going back to spooky, the periwinkle shade, I'm going to bring it a little bit down onto my crease just to cover that empty space right on my eyeballs. So do you guys have any fear of a particular eyeshadow look? Apart from cool tones, I also don't like using silver or complete gold. I have never done a complete gold or silver look, but I'm going to be facing my fear a lot. So let's start with cool tones and see where that goes. So bringing that a little bit down on my lid. I don't know what I want to put in this empty space. I'm going to first try and get these two right before I decide what shade I want on my lid. Alright, I think I'm going to go for this shade. I don't know what that is. Grey, hash, whatever it is, which is going to look really weird, but I want to push the boundary of this look today. So that's what I'm going to put in that empty space, and I'm also going to put it in my inner corner right here. So I'm going with LP17 brush, which is like a packing brush. I'm just going to gently just place that shade in the empty space. Wow, that is gorgeous. I'm going to take it a little bit on my crease, almost like I'm using it as a cut crease. So I'm putting a little bit over the periwinkle and the blue I first placed on my lid. Wow, that shade packs a punch. It looks so pigmented. Look at that. Wow. Going back to the blue from the Viseart palette, I'm just going to blend the two shades together. So I'm using it to kind of diffuse the lighter grey shade. Like that. I like that. So swapping to LP17, I'm going with that same grey shade and I'm applying that in my lower lid. For the outer corner of my lower lid, I'm thinking of using purple, so I might start with this one from the Pimbi palette and possibly darken it more with the purple in the Viseart palette, because this looks darker than the one in the Pimbi palette, but we're gonna give it a go. Okay, going in with the Zoeva 234, I'm starting with the Pimbi purple. I'm gonna lay that gently on my lower lid. It looks like it's dark enough, but I want to see what that Viseart can do. Blending the purple into the grey shade. I'm kind of applying that purple close to my lash line to kind of give me a tight line effect. Alright, now taking the purple in the Viseart palette on the other side. I'm just going to test if it's really darker than the one I have on. I think it's definitely darker than the Pimbi one. I'm putting back the blue from the Viseart palette over that purple, because it kind of went a little bit on my outer edge. I don't want that bit to be purple. I mean, purple can darken it, but I still want to be seeing the blue. So we're building on that blue. Okay, I like that. I think that's more or less the eye look for now until I apply shimmers. So I'm going to catch up on this eye and I'll be right back to apply the shimmer. Alright, for my inner corner shimmer, I'm going with this silvery shade from the Pimbi palette. I mean, the shadows haven't got any name. They're pretty much distinct in the pan, so I'm using this one. And I'm going to lay that down on my inner corner right there. And also in the center of my inner corner as well as under my lid. And then next to that silver, I'm going in with this shimmer from the Mattifying palette, and it's called Zero. I'm going to lay that next to the silver in my lower lid. This shade looks like a duochrome. I can definitely see two different shifts from it. I can still silver, I can see blue, and I think I can see purple as well. Don't quote me on that, but I can definitely see silver and blue. And then for my upper lid, I'm going into this shimmer called Apparition. This one right here. I'm going to put that right from the front part of my inner corner, right from that silver where I stopped that silver. I'm going to pull it across all over my crease in the form of cut crease. So I'm dragging it up in the middle, right in my crease. And once I've gotten to the center of my lid, I'm now going to put it all over. So I didn't spray it, it's got a little bit of fallout, it's very soft, but I didn't spray it, so that's my fault. I'm also going to use my finger to seal that in. Just next to that purple shimmer and a little bit on top of it, I'm going to go with this green shimmer here. So this one is called Sam. So I'm putting Sam right in the center of my lid. I'm still going to blend later because I really want to be seeing the purple, but I want to blend the purple into the green. And while I'm still placing my shimmers, finally I'm going to go into this black. I want to say black, grey, whatever this shade is anyway. I'm taking this shimmer and I'm going to put it on my outer edge just to kind of help blend the matte into the shimmer. That green is too light, so I'm placing this right in my outer edge. I'm not sure what is that, black or grey? Yeah, it's definitely black, but it's got like silver flecks in it, but it's adapting really well to the blue on the side. It's really mixing well with the blue matte, and it's mixing really well with the green shimmer as well. Really nice. So going back into that light green again, I'm going to blend it a bit more into the dark green. So it's a little bit of back and forth until I get a very beautiful blend where you don't see where one begins and where one ends. Okay, alright, taking the silver shimmer again, I'm just going to kind of pull the silver a little bit onto my crease. So re-emphasizing the silver right there in the middle, and I'm going to pull it on the edge, so right on my cut crease. And going back into that purple shimmer, I'm going to make sure that the silver doesn't overpower the purples, because I still want to be seeing that purple lilac shimmer. Okay, I think that's it for the shimmer. I'm just going to go back to the matte and darken my outer edge again. So going back into that blue, I want to make sure that that's not lost. I'm literally just laying it over the black grey shimmer I put there, just to make sure that it's still as dark as I wanted initially, without making it disappear really. So I can still see the shimmer, but it's still dark at the same time. Swapping to La Roque L08 brush, I want more of an impact of that blue, so I'm stamping it on the outer edge. This seems to be giving me more pigment than that fluffy brush I was using. Okay, and I think that's it really. Just checking that it's even. Yeah, I think it's even. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there before I go too far. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna go apply my liners and my lashes, and I'll be right back to show you the finished look. Alright guys, I'm back and this is the finished look. Alright, I finished up my high look with these lashes, sunset lashes from Island Lashes. They're on Instagram. And my lipstick is from Mcgrath. This is Guinevere, so it's like a mix of brown and red. I actually thought of using a bright red, but I sort of thought it might be too bright, so I went for like a tone. I want to say the red is toned down in this one with a little bit of brown, and I think it kind of suits it perfectly with my head scarf and my earrings as well. My earrings is sort of like orange. It's like a terracotta orangey red, so I kind of wanted a balance between everything, and I think this did the job, but I don't know. You'd have to let me know what you think. For my waterline, I went with Plouise paints in Sexy Chili. I think this shade is possibly my favorite. It kind of matches a lot of my looks, but this is what I had in my waterline. Yeah, and then my liner is from Glamlite as usual, and I used Mcgrath mascara, and I think that's it. That's everything really. And yeah, this is the finished look. I don't know about my lashes application today, but this is the look up close. Okay, let's quickly go over the shades I use once again. I think from the Viseart palette I used them 2 shades, which is this blue shade here as well as the purple shade. 2 shades right here are the 2 shades I used from the Viseart Paris Etoile palette. From its Freakin bat, I use these 2 purple, so this periwinkle in the middle and this kind of duochrome shimmer, and I also use this shimmer here as well as the green in the middle. So those are the 3 shimmers I use along with that periwinkle from its bat palette, and these are the 3 shades swatched. So definitely in the list these shades are duochrome. Okay, and that's it, re-emphasize, and I'm just going to turn my hand to the side. I can't say it probably because of my light, but applying it on my I can definitely see the different shapes on my eyelid, so it's definitely a duochrome in the list. And finally, from Pin Base palette, Unexpected, I used 4 shades. The only shade I didn't use today is this one. All the 4 shades I did use, and these are the shades I used today. So swatching all those 4. Absolutely beautiful cool tone palette. Yeah, so I can definitely say I've used a full cool tone palette from the beginning to the end and not mixed it with warm shades. I am definitely proud of myself. This has always been like a scary thing that I have, that I can't wear cool tones, but I think I kind of did a good job today, I want to say. But you would have to let me know what you think. Alright guys, that's the end of today's video. Please let me know what you think about this palette mashup. Is 3 palettes too many, or do you want more palettes? Just let me know. But it's, for me, it's just a way for us to use our palettes more. In actual reality, on my day-to-day makeup looks, I usually use up to, sometimes even up to 4 palettes to do my looks, because I just find it more adventurous and more exciting when I dip into one or more palettes. But you're gonna have to let me know what you think. Are you enjoying it so far, and what palettes would you like to see in this series if you are really enjoying it? So if you have enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you on this platform. And until next time, I'll see you. Bye.